are going to do a walkthrough through our caravan, following by a walkthrough of our cruiser. Give you a bit of insight of how we've set her up to suit us as a family of 5 in a little 16 footer.
So we'll go through the pros and the cons and some of the things that we would change if we could as well, and just go over some modifications that we've done in the van since we've had it in the last couple of months. So we'll do the inside first. So as you come in the door, you've got the fridge here. It's quite a good sized fridge. Open it up for you. We've got it pretty jam-packed at the moment, and we've also got this 75 litre Waco fridge in the car as well. So this wall is pretty much covered in cupboards and drawers. So we use these 3 drawers for our 3 girls. These ones are for food, and I've also got a few bathroom things in there. This one up here is all your gauges. So you've got your heater switch, hot water, your water pump and gauge, DC outlets, and your toilet and fridge. And also this one gives you how much you've got in each of your tanks. So you've got your 2 tanks, which are how many litres?
80 litres each. 80
litres. So you've got 160 litres of water, and this one here on the end is your grey water. So we're currently at a caravan park, so we've just got our water dumping straight out into the drain at the moment. And also we've got the Projector battery monitor here. So this tells us how many volts we've got in our battery. So 13.7 is pretty much where it should be at all times. And this one here is where we keep all our camera gear. So a bit of our junk one, we just put bits and pieces, things that are easy to access. We've got the first aid kit and stuff in there, fly spray and stuff if you've got bugs hanging around. And yeah, we've got our little Makita vacuum cleaner in here as well. So we take that with us and just vacuum up the car and the van as we need to. I try and do it once a day, so it's not too bad. In here, we have got our little ensuite. So we've added a few things in here. This is probably the first place where you'll see a few things have changed. So up here we've added a shelf. So I just put bits and pieces up there. I set my clothes up there when I'm having a shower so they don't get wet. We've put this in here for our toothbrushes and just face wash and deodorant and bits and pieces like that. This is our little bin that we've put in. Yeah, we couldn't really figure out where to put a bin, so we've just chucked that one there for now. On this side we have got just a little spot where we put cotton tips and floss and things like that. And here we have got our soap. So we've got soap, shampoo, conditioner dispenser here, so we don't have to carry bottles with us all the time. We've put in a waterproof toilet paper holder, so down here toilet paper comes out through the hole there. Kids have used it all, not replaced it. Story of my life. And this is how you replace it, which you wouldn't think would be a hard task, but apparently it is. We've also put a shower curtain in so the toilet doesn't get wet when we're showering, so we just pull that across and tuck it behind there. And then your toilet doesn't get wet while you're showering, and everything behind it, so you can keep your towels and everything dry. And also I've just popped this little corner shelf up here where I just keep my makeup and things that I use on a daily basis basically. And then there's a couple of little cupboards in here as well where you can store stuff. We mainly store our beach towels in there. We don't really use those cupboards too much for anything else. And as you can see, it's got a fan and everything in there. Good shower head, and that's pretty much the ensuite. So Taylor sleeps on this side. This is also the dinette. This table also moves, so you just push this button here and we slide it out for her at night. Do you want to pull that end across? So we just slide it across for her at night, so she's got a full-size bed. You can also drop this table down and turn this into another bed, so it's actually like a king single, yeah, you'd say. We don't do that because we do like to use the table, as you can see, for storage and stuff.
Then we have Olivia on the bottom bunk and Tilly goes on our top bunk, and they both have a window. Put some little pouches in at the ends for just their knickknacks and their toys and teddies and whatever else they like to stash up there that we never really know what they've got. This is all the toys that we've let them bring on our holiday, so this is the toy basket. They've been pretty happy about that though, so that's good. This is our $2
Yes.
$1, $2 curtain.
I think it was $1.50 from Lifeline.
Yeah, that was our $1.50 curtain from Lifeline.
You wouldn't believe it's the perfect length and...
It's a perfect size in length and width. So it just gives the two little ones a bit of privacy and means we can come in and out of the van during the day and up at night time and when they're having their sleeps. It also breaks up Taylor from the other two, stop the argument of 3. And then in our bed we have also added another curtain, which is blackout. So when we come in here, when the weather's a bit ordinary in Tassie and it's cold and yuck, we can come in and watch the telly and do some editing or whatever else.
So we've got this curtain from Kmart, and we just got our local sewing company, I guess you call them.
Yep.
Tasmanian Clothing Company they're called. They cut it down for us and sewed up the bottom, and then we just got the pole. I think that was from Bunnings, wasn't it?
Yeah, just
yep.
a Bunnings special.
So it just goes through from that side and goes through to here, and it blocks out these holes as well, so Olivia and Tilly can't see us while we're in bed and poke their heads through at 6 o'clock in the morning like they used to.
What else have you got?
We've also put some shelving in our bedding area. So I've got a shelf up here where I put my bits and pieces, my phone or drink bottle or anything like that. Andrew's got the same on his side, and a pouch there. My pouches are hiding behind here, so I just chuck tissues and with gloss and balm or whatever and stuff in there. Got the
another couple of little shelves up here just for access when we're charging, pretty much.
Yeah, so this one's pretty much like our charging station, so you can see my phone's up there at the moment. And yeah, we just set our phones up there to charge at night generally. And we've got another shelf where I've got the laptop there at the moment. Sunroof, and that's pretty much completely block out. We do put a couple of little bits of cardboard in here at night because the light does just come through a little bit there, and it also can go to fly screen as well. And then we've got the 4 cupboards overhead of our bed, so we just chuck any spare blankets or anything like that. Yeah, just stuff we don't really use much. Pajamas, alcohol.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much our bedding area. So as you can see, it is east-west, so what they call it. East-west bed.
East-west bed.
So Andrew does have the joys of climbing over me, but that's the thing about if you want a smaller van, that's what you have to sacrifice. And we didn't want a big van, so that's just how it is. We've got air conditioning and heating up here as well. We've been running the aircon quite a bit. We're at Coffs Harbour at the moment, and if I look like I'm sweating, it's because I am, because this is not Tassie weather at all. The heater, it's not fantastic.
It's really a waste of time.
It's there for emergencies, but really it's not that great. We do have something that's better though. We have this diesel heater down here, so all you have to do is push this button and it fires up. Heat comes through here, and I tell you what, you'll never be cold again. No. Mate, that is hot.
Snow camping.
Yeah, sure. you could camp in the snow for sure, and you would not be cold one little bit. So as you can see, we've got our 12-volt telly there, a couple of Sirocco fans in our bed area which we can turn and face the kids if need be. There's a couple of speakers on the ceiling as well, plenty of lighting. It's very light in here. I've got the lights on at the moment, as you can see. It's great. Got a nice big window here, which you can, the windows actually, I'll show you what they do. So they're all got fly screens, and also got the blackout blinds, and then they've got the latches, and you can push it right out, so you can pass things out to the kitchen if you need to, and they allow for plenty of ventilation. I guess the only thing is it's up to you whether you want to leave them open in the daytime, simply because people could probably get in your van if you left them open.
I don't have a latch.
No, you can't latch them. Like in our old Jayco, you used to be able to wind them out, and you could wind them out just a little bit and nobody could get in, but with these ones all you have to do is click them up. So yeah, that's probably the only con about them, but other than that they do offer a lot of airflow, which is great. So up here we've put a little microwave in. We just got this from Kmart. We're a little bit
on the fence.
Yeah, a little bit on the fence about it. Like, we've only had the van for a couple of months, but yeah, we're not sold on whether we actually need a microwave. We had one in our old van and it felt like we used it a lot, but our little ones were little babies then. So times have changed, and I think we've used it 3 times so far. So we're thinking about ditching that. This is pretty much a spare cupboard at the moment with Libby's nappies in it. So we're in the middle of toilet training at the moment. Once she's toilet trained, we'll have another spare cupboard. So that's great.
Under the bed?
Under the bed. Your turn. Alright, so under Libby's bed. She's tricky business to get in here. So we've got the Truma hot water cylinder in there. How many litres is it, boss?
14 litre Truma.
14
just gas,
litre.
no electric.
Yeah, no electric. So we've got the switch here, which the kids love to play with. So we always have to check if that is on.
Always guarantee for a cold shower.
Yeah.
The kids have a sleep.
I had a cold shower this morning.
Annex
and we've got our annex under that one. So this is just storage under this side basically, and our batteries are under there too. So we've got 3 AGM batteries that come standard with the van, and we will look to upgrade to lithium. We've got the rest of our annex in here. Probably on the fence about whether we'd bother ever bringing that to the mainland as well, because we have not used it. It's just extra weight we don't need basically.
We never use it.
No, we've used it once. Okay.
Because we had it.
I'll be honest, yeah, just because we had it. So we have upgraded our inverter to an iTech World 3000 watt inverter for the vacuum cleaner, and then you've got the Projector battery. DC
charger.
Yep, and the Projector.
240 volt charger.
There we go.
So when you're plugged into 240 volt like we are a Caravan park, you pretty much, you don't have any worries about what you're using or anything like that. Unfortunately, when we free camp, we don't have them privileges, but we also carry a Honda EU2200 generator, which is awesome. That'll run everything in this van. AC, heaters, yeah, so we can pretty much charge everything all the time anyway. Unfortunately, some neighbours don't like generators.
And some places don't allow generators, like at Baker's Beach we weren't allowed to have generators there.
So no coffee.
Tilly's out there chasing the bin chickens. She's not impressed with them. Also there is another drawer under Taylor's bed as well, and that's where we keep the kids' snacks. I'll come up here and show you.
Look at that for a kid's snack drawer.
So that's the kids' snack drawer there. We've put it there so it's easy access. Yeah, just because we're forever getting them a snack and it drives us insane. So yeah, that's what we've done there. We've added our cute little red step down here, which folds up to nothing. Let's lift it up and it folds flat, so that just makes it a bit easier for when Andrew's got to climb over me to go to the loo at night. He doesn't have to step down as far, because it is quite a big step. Also it helps,
especially if you're short.
Yeah, see, it's quite, Andrew's like, what,
hip height?
170
190 centimetres? No.
Your head would be hitting the roof,
170.
mate. Around 170, give or take. Yeah, so you can see it is quite a high bed, because underneath outside it does have the kitchen and all the boot and everything. So that's where the height comes into it, I suppose. What else can I tell you about the inside? Should I touch on the cons of the inside?
Yeah, you might as well, Irene.
We are sweating up a storm in here. I'm turning the AC back on. Ain't nobody got time for that. Cons, okay, yep, cons, east to west bed. It's not that great. Like I said before, if you want a small van, which we do, we want a small light van, it's just one of the sacrifices you have to make.
For 5.
Yeah, for 5 of us. I mean, yeah,
for 5 in a solid van.
Yeah, we didn't want a pop top. We don't like the idea of canvas, and we think you can hear everything all the time. We like to have the solid vans, so it is a lot quieter and a lot more insulated as well.
And safer.
And safer, yeah.
You lock the door and everyone's safe.
That's right. And also we don't have to worry about canvas going mouldy, the frame twisting or anything. I've heard horror stories about people going on really corrugated roads and their pop top frame twisting, so we just didn't want the worry of it, so we've gone with the solid van. Again, same as what we had before with our Jayco. Another con, in the shower, like, it's not a huge area, it's okay, but the water does pool in the corner, and it doesn't seem to matter how level we have our van or what angle we have it on, the water is always pooling and so now we have this squeegee. So once we finish showering, we just squeegee it towards the drain, and that seems to have worked, but it is a little bit annoying. I think the shower just needs probably a bit of a better fall on it, or the drain to be in the middle, so it actually falls to the middle. It just feels like it has to go uphill or something. I don't know what it is, but we have the van dead level and the water still pools in one of the corners. So that's, yeah, that's that. The toilet's great. We love having a toilet. Our old van didn't have one. The only thing we wish is that the cassette did hold a little bit more, because with a family of 5, we do fill it up pretty quickly. Another thing that we found a little bit difficult is these curtains. So I think they are Aussie Traveller curtains. We've had to adjust them a lot to get them right. They always seem to be coming out of the tracks here, as you can see. So if the kids lightly touch them, they just go all up.
Just flimsy.
Yeah, they're just really flimsy. And they're just not in the track properly. Like, look at that, how it comes out. I just don't think they're great. And we've had to adjust them so many times because they keep like jamming up down here all the time, and it's just so hard to get them right. So yeah, see how it's just so annoying. You've got to be so slow and gentle with it, and when you've got little kids, slow and gentle is not in the vocabulary at all. Yeah, like they offer pretty good block out, but they are fiddly, and if you don't really know what to do, or you're not very handy, I just could imagine it would be a total pain in the backside.
They are better than the drapes in the old van.
Yeah, in
so much lighting.
our Jayco we did have drapes, and they were equally as annoying. Yeah, they let all the light in, and then we had...
And they went mouldy.
Yeah, they went mouldy, and we had net curtains behind them, and they weren't cute at all either. They were dusty and disgusting. So yeah, these do beat the drapes, but they're a pain in the butt too. Another con is making this bed. I literally cannot do it on my own. I need Andrew to help me. He needs to lift that mattress up. I cannot make this bed. It is impossible for me. Those corners are so tight. It's a good bed and it has a lovely pillow top mattress, but oh my god, I need like zip-on sheets or something. I think they have them for single beds. They need them for queen size beds as well. The kids' bunks are pretty easy to make. I just lift the mattresses out and chuck their sheets on. So, yeah, other than that, we're pretty happy.
Minor stuff.
It is very minor stuff.
Heaps of storage.
Yeah, there's heaps of storage in the cupboards, as you can see. But the only thing like that we've missed is these pouches that we've added and the shelves that we've added. Like when we first got the van, I really missed just having somewhere to just chuck little bits and pieces like tissues and that, so the kids can find them easily. So we have added all these pouches. They were cheap, they were on eBay and they were cheap, and that's fine, but it would be nice if they were included in the van as well, just because it's a pain in the butt to have to add them, and you need them, honestly, especially when you've got 3 kids with all their stuff. You just need to have that bit extra storage. So we've added hooks, and we've added the storage nets, and we've added the shelves. The shelves are just suction ones. We got them from Bunnings. I think they were about $50 each, and they're really quite solid. As you can see, there's nothing that's going to make that fall down. We've had to label our light switches. So you've got your inside light switches here. All that.
Wrong light switch on when the kids are asleep.
Yeah, it's not a good time. So yeah, we've had to label that, and then you've got all your outside switches down here. So once again, there's 6 switches there, and we've had to label them. So this is your awning switch here for our electric awning. So there's our awning there. Flick that switch and it rolls out. Not sold on the awning. We used to have a Carefree awning on our Jayco, and that was a manual one, and it just felt a lot more solid than this one. This one, I don't know how long it's going to last. I think in a high wind it would be an insurance claim for sure. So yeah, anyway,
Time will tell.
Time will tell. We'll split here. We also got these curtains upgraded as well when we got the one done for our bed, because it wasn't block out at all. It didn't block a single thing out, and Taylor with her head at this end of the bed, it drove her insane. So yeah, it's got the 2 split doors there. Door handle's a bit different. With our Jayco, the door handle lifted up. With this one, it turns.
That one's better.
It's a lot stronger. It's definitely not going to break. Outside lights here, and there's also one that's behind the door as well. You've got the standard table here. I think most caravans come with this. The only thing that I would probably change on this is not have these key locks and have something that just twisted it shut, because someone sits it up and you can guarantee you'll get down the road and it hasn't been locked. So we make a rule, don't put it up unless you've got the keys in your hands.
And it should be this way.
Yeah, it's really tight, as you can see. This is probably one of our cons. If you have this table down, which we use this table, here's Andrew.
I'm a six-pack kind of guy.
He's not a big bloke.
I can't stand sideways.
No. So that's a con. It's just so tight there. It's uncomfortable, and we use this table every single time we camp, and so that needs to be over there as well. So this is our kitchen. So our caravan is a hybrid setup. These lights are amazing in here. So we've got a couple of little chairs in there that we store in there. Tap, all your connections connect up here, and
push fittings.
Yep, they just clip in, super easy. Look at that.
Just like an air fitting.
Yep. So easy.
Bayonet fitting for your gas.
Yep, and your bayonet fitting for your gas stove. So we've got a 3-burner gas stove here, Dometic 3-burner. Cutlery drawers, storage for all our junk, and this is where your hoses are meant to go, but we don't do that. We just tuck them underneath, so we can use that as storage as well. Yeah, it is a pain to get them in and out of there. So you've got your dish drainer as well, or storage, whatever you want to use it as, which is great. And then a little table here.
So yeah, normally you have an indoor and outdoor fridge. But with the big fridge inside, we have a 75 litre zone in the back of the cruiser. And we love our weather. We just pretty much dish starter keeping. That's our go-to for cooking. We've had a little table just to the side of the river, because whatever setup we've had, there was just nowhere to sit your tongs or just some little knickknacks or camping. So yeah, I've actually bolted the weather down. I can leave all this out and I don't have to lock it up. I don't have to worry about anyone buying my things and not returning them without asking. I've used the trusty old recycling bin that we had back in the early days for our wheelie bins, and this just houses all our cooking, eating stuff, so we're not in and out of the van when we're cooking and eating. It's all just here, it's easy, it's quick. The kids can help pack it away without going in and out of the van, their dirty feet.
Nice and close to the sink too, so you can basically wash up and just pack it straight up.
And I've also, we're both heavy coffee drinkers. We don't we don't like crap coffee, we like real coffee.
I call it rubbish coffee, and I'd rather drink no coffee than rubbish coffee, so we can't go without our coffee machine.
So we've got the Smeg coffee machine, which is also Sigaflex and got brackets bolted into place, so no one can
hold it down.
No one can take that, without making a lot of ruckus. And I'm pretty protective in the coffee machine, so I reckon I'd hear him taking that little darling.
That'd wake him up.
Yeah, so that's a 1350 watt coffee machine, so we can run that with our setup off the grid and off the Jenny or whatever we're doing. And yeah, actually another thing I've done, this is where we put our garbage at the moment, just helps keep the animals out of it and anyone else and kids playing with the rubbish. I just added this 1.8 metre gas hose, just so I can leave the gas connected. And I just literally undo that, slide the slide away, and all that kitchen section slides in. Another thing I've added is the hose that come with it only reaches the gas bottle on the passenger side of the van. And then obviously I presume the plan would have been is to swap these hoses, that hose will reach both to keep the van operational. Obviously the barbecue only reaches the passenger side one. Got the diesel heater tank, which has been awesome. We've got 2/3 of a tank of diesel in there, and we've cranked that heater pretty hard for 15 nights of camping. And yeah, when I first got it, I filled it right up and I took spare diesel. Yeah, no, you don't need spare diesel. No. You don't even need to fill that tank.
It's very, very efficient.
If only the car was so efficient.
On the front here, you've got the front tap, handbrake is normal. This is your level, so you can see that we have got it level, and we've still got that pooling water problem. You've got your breakaway controller and the Cruise Master off-road hitch there, which is something that we haven't ever towed with before, and we think it's fantastic. We've also got a lock that goes in there, so it's a pin that goes in and it locks down underneath here. So when you're away from your van, you can be sure that it is safe and nobody can steal it. There's your light on the front there as well. So I told you about the switch door before. On this side you've got your power switch for your Caravan part.
240 volt.
240 volt. This is one side of the boot. Once again, it's got the light switch in there and they light up really, really well. This is where we keep our washing machine and our hoses and toilet chemical and stuff. And then this side you've got your diesel heater at the back there, so that's what the outside bit of the diesel heater looks like. We've got a bit of a setup here because you could hear the diesel pump pumping over under, because our bed's up here. You could hear it pumping over at night, and
sound like there's a possum.
Yeah, because it was against here, you could just hear the noise and it was so annoying. So Andrew's just done a bit of a temporary fix for that one, or maybe it's permanent, I don't know, just to stop that noise keeping us awake at night. You've got your gas here, so this comes with a cover as well that goes over it, and MDC have also added this on as well, so it's just got that extra protection.
You're not going to get dust in there.
No, you're never going to get dust in there. This is the grey water flush outlet. You need to take the cap off here because otherwise it gets an airlock in there and your shower won't drain at all, so that's why that's off there at the moment. This is our washing machine. We've got a hamper that collapses down. Yeah, this is our laundry. We've got some bathers soaking in there at the minute. So it's twin tub. You've just got the spinning side on this side, washing side on that side. It's awesome. Like, it washes your clothes so well. You've got your external shower here, and it comes with a track, so you can put a shower tent on, which does come with the van, and you've got your light there. We kind of think outdoor showers are a bit of a waste of time. You've got the tap on the drawbar if you want to rinse off. We had one on our old van and we only used it because we didn't have an inside shower, and that was rare as it was. We we don't find them very useful at all.
Handy to have because it comes with it. So.
Yeah. So on the back here we've got the 2 spares, and we've added a dirty gear bag as well, so if you're camping somewhere that doesn't have rubbish bins, you can just bag your rubbish up and chuck in there. I think it's super important to have one of those on your van, then you don't have to put your stinky rubbish in your car or inside your van. You can put it in there and then take it to a skip bin or something. Once again, there's the rear light up there. You've got the 2 recovery points at the back here.
Really solid.
Yeah, really solid. And underneath here you've got your water tanks, which are protected by a checker plate, and also they've been powder coated, and you can see the suspension under there.
Full off-road, independent suspension. Another con is the drawbar. So our tow vehicle used to have dual swing arrays on the back of it. Used to have the spare on the back of it and twin jerry can holders, which used to give more water capacity. But the drama being is this. So the drawbar wasn't long enough for when the Caravan is on a lock, reversing, or doing a tight turn. So we've had to sacrifice the rear bar on our tow vehicle because of the short drawbar. We did try a longer hitch, but it just didn't tow as well. It would have extended the hitch, and they don't have the capacity to tow this weight. So yeah, a 200mm longer drawbar would be wicked for off-road vehicles, especially with the rear bar. It's 300 watts of solar on the roof, which is awesome. We never have any issues with battery.
Oh, actually, I can think of a con.
Oh, yeah.
Hold the camera, Andrew. So, this is our door, and Andrew's the only man in our family of 3 girls. So when he's showering, we have to make sure nobody comes in the van because...
Ah, yes. She's glass. Yeah, she's a clear panel. I don't mind when Tiffany has a shower and I'm the only one around. And probably the neighbours don't mind when Tiffany has a shower. But old mate next door probably doesn't like it when I have a shower.
No. So as you can see, very, very see-through, even when you sit down on the loo.
Yeah, definitely. Tiff can tell whether I'm doing a 1 or a 2 because she can see if I'm sitting or standing.
So he's busted.
But no, it's awesome.
Other than that,
I love it.
we love it. We do love it. The things that we think are cons,
We'll fix.
They're easy to fix. Like, we will probably get another piece of perspex cut for that and just stick it in ourselves. Like, it's not that expensive and it's an easy fix really. as for the other things, the bed you can't change. It is what it is, and when you start getting the bed, making the bed, I don't know how you could get around that. Like I said, if you could get some sheets that zip on, I think they do them for single beds, so maybe I need to do a bit of research and see what happens. We picked the van up in Melbourne. We'd been on holidays for 4 weeks and it was our last night, so we'd headed back down to Melbourne so we could go back home on the boat. We had our cruiser with us, and yeah, we picked up the van that morning and we went to a big 4 caravan park just on the outskirts of Melbourne CBD, and we sort of spent the afternoon cleaning everything, pulling plastic off the beds and all that stuff, and then yeah, got to night time and we were trying to work out,
trying to have a shower,
and we couldn't work out why the water was running out under the van.
So this one, turning around, so this one here and this tap is to drain the hot water cylinder. So if you're leaving it for a long time, they recommend to drain it so it doesn't damage the hot water cylinder itself. So this was actually on, so it was draining the hot water cylinder as soon as it was filling up. Yeah. But yeah, no, we messaged them at, I'm sure it was like 9:30.
Yeah, Andrew messaged Steve Zammit from MDC. It was like 9 o'clock or something at that stage. We were scratching our heads trying to figure it out, and Steve got back to us straight away. So you have that peace of mind knowing that MDC have somebody available all the time to answer your questions. Even I think it was a Saturday night too, and Steve got straight back to us and we had a couple of other questions and nothing was too hard. Like, it's every time we've had a question and we've messaged him, he's got back to us straight away. And we've also found the warranty team to be fantastic too.
The warranty team chase you.
Yeah.
They actually like chase you.
There was a little issue with our draft skirt, so there was no hole in the draft skirt to plug your hoses in when you've got that on for your kitchen. So we contacted the warranty team and they have offered to find a repairer for us to get that fixed, and they've taken care of all of it for us. So they've actually chased us because we didn't get back to them before Christmas, so they rang us yesterday, which was the 30th of December.
The holiday period.
Yeah, to find out how they could help and get it sorted for us. So that's just peace of mind knowing that you do have a fantastic support team behind you as well, wherever you are in Australia and whatever time of the day it is, so yeah, that's great.
Just for them silly questions.
Yeah, and it's something that you don't get with a lot of caravan companies. You can't just message somebody and get an answer straight away like that. So yeah, we're very, very impressed by the support that you do have. Also, there is a dedicated MDC XT page, and that is just a wealth of knowledge. So many people on there that have so many good tips and tricks, things that they've worked out, things that they change, and yeah, it's just great. You've got that support there as well, just to pick up a few tips and things. So yeah,
they do some wicked trips too.
Yeah, they do. We like to,
trips.
We like to
all the photos and that's pretty
have
cool.
a look at what they do and where they take their vans and stuff.
A lot of outback touring kind of stuff.
Yeah. So that's the tour of our XT16HR family van. I hope you liked it. If you liked our video, please give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for the rest of our videos.
And if there's any other questions, just leave a comment and I'll answer them, or
yeah, we're always checking.
I'll find out an answer or something.
Yeah.
MDC are pretty cool, so
yeah, we love them. So yeah. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.
See ya.